Welcome back to the Pot Smoker's Bible. My name is Zion. I'm the author of the Pot Smoker's Bible, which contains the prophetic book of Zion, where I get my name and authority. It comes from the Ketuvim, or Old Testament of the Christian Bible, King James Version. Today, I'm doing the 26th part of the 27th chapter of the Pot Smoker's Bible, which contains the 24th and final chapter of the Book of Zion. And I'm taking up where I left off. This is a Bible passage. Um, and you shall turn the heart of the fathers to the children, and the heart of the children to the fathers, lest I come and smite the earth with a curse. We are now suffering from this curse. The estrangement of the family that is so prevalent in this society, especially among the Zionite people. Many of my children have no relationships with their fathers. Their fathers or their father's heritage. Society created this situation. My people are segregated, separated, torn apart by the state, and forced beyond endurance to lose their family ties. We are cursed. Zionites suffer this loss because of the social environment we live in. False morals and secret sins rule our social order. We who still have morals must remove ourselves or do more harm. That is the unsufferable choice created by amoral society norms. A father can't get along with the mother, but can't stay for the child, knowing that to stay is to create an unhealthy relationship. So the father leaves. The child suffers the lesser harm, the loss of the father. This cannot go on. I was the product of one such home. My mom and dad were wrong for each other, but they endured years of unhappiness and unhealthy familial life for the sake of us, their children. It would have been better for them to have divorced sooner, as is the case with Zionite fathers who know that their sacrifice is best for the children. A peaceful home, however poor it be, is better than a childhood of suppressed emotions or a constant state of battle between the parents. The fathers go through hell to give their children the best hope for the future. Children should only be born when they're wanted and desired and by soulmates. Sorry. The plight of the father is just as dire as the burden on the mother. I have seen the fathers suffer for the loss of their children. I have seen their impossible financial burden to support two households. Some fathers live desolate lives, working multiple jobs just to get by. It is dire. When we get to Zion, those fathers will be the happiest of all. They get their kids back. They won't be forced to kill themselves to make child support payments. They won't have to live with an interference of the ex or the courts. These suffering fathers need to be recognized. So, children, please consider that just maybe your dad might be just as hurt as you are, perhaps even more so. They have to work hard to provide for you, and that leaves precious little for them to live on. They didn't make the problems we face, so please consider that just maybe Dad deserves a chance in Zion. The disruption of the family unit is the worst possible means to destroy society. The family is and must be the center of all things. The family is the means to carry on. Without family, there is no unity. Unity starts at home. The damage done by destroying the family unit is the most insidious means to create chaos. It breaks the bonds of love. Before the 1960s, when divorce was still taboo, social norms were able to control the youth and ensure that chaos was held at bay. Now that divorce is easy, the family unit is gone. Discipline and love is lacking. Children are left to their own devices. There are no restraints. Unity is gone. Society is breaking down because marriage has failed. Parents no longer feel it is required that they stay together. Family is no longer sacred. It's gone. Now, I'm not saying that couples should marry for life when kids get involved. That's only half of the problem. People have kids before they get married. They get married because of the child. Then all three are miserable forever. Not good. That's where the problem comes from. So we need to rethink marriage. No couple should ever get married because of a pregnancy. However, both parents need to nurture the child, but not as a fake family. We can account. We can accommodate the life force when it sees fit to create life, without a social stigma that creates suffering. So children should be seen as a gift of life, sacred, beyond the bonds of marriage. Life alone determines conception. Marriage has nothing to do with it. Marriage is a spiritual union. It goes deeper than flesh. I'm attached. I'm attached to the body, but I merge with the soul. It is the merging of the souls that is the true marriage. Only soulmates can merge. So marriage of the body as we know it is superficial, only on the surface. The true marriage is the merge. When two soulmates come together, they fall in love at first sight. They are pulled together like magnets. We are magnetic. We are electromagnetic beings who are by nature drawn to our mates. This mating of the soul is more binding than any ritual or law on earth. A true marriage needs no ceremony. When we stop creating chaotic family units based on a false sense of morality that that binds strangers for life to unmatched partners, then we will create a society that seeks unity over prosperity. A family that is based on anything less than true love is a chaotic mismatch that creates friction. So binding yourselves for life to another soul is a serious matter. To merge with your soulmate is to become one with them. No formal vow can ever create the merge. To merge is to be married by nature. In this society, we bind two souls together for life without the merge required. This mergeless union creates chaos because the soulmates of each match is for that lifetime forced to accept a lesser mate. We all seek love. If we can't find true love, we will settle for a lesser love. This creates chaos as each mismatched pair seeks others to mate, thus preventing other pairs from finding each other, creating chaos. To correct this problem, we need to look at sex from a more natural place. Sex is about more than procreation. It is a means to seek unity. Physical attraction alone isn't proof of soulmates. Sex and time are required. Soulmates merge the souls. The couple becomes one over time. So sex is a way to provide the merge. To have sex is to have unity through union. Sex isn't just for marriage. It's not just for children. It's for ascension. And there just isn't a ritual or vow that can force the merge. Either you merge during sex or you don't. It is idiotic, therefore, to bind a couple together before they even attempt to merge. To marry before having sex is to risk a lifetime of chaos and misery. Our ritual of virgin brides is a means to ensure misery and chaos, forcing soulmates to remain beyond each other's reach for lifetimes. Our unrealistic ritual of marriage has created a warped sense of family. We view family as a social unit, not a spiritual one. We bind our bodies to unmatched mates, creating children whose bodies are made up of chaotic energies. The mismatched energies of the mating pair creates offspring whose energy fields are unbalanced. They are sick, weak, stupid, deformed, because their parents were not a true match. That's one of the reasons that we have so many problems with our children's health. And the other reason, of course, is pollution. There's always more than one reason for every problem, guys. All the spiritual weakness in the bodies of the children and to the environment that is toxic with pollutants and a diet that is more poison than nutritious, and you get exactly the children you see alive today. Our children are sicker, weaker, fatter, and less intelligent than previous generations. We have done all of the wrong things possible in regards to our children. So let's stop creating children of sex and the mothers who is forced to do all the things for the child. Only reunion of the family unit in a new form can correct the problem of family. In Zion, we will address the problem of family unity. The reason we have such a problem with the modern concept of marriage is that it is based on the rigid ancient religious ritual that treated the bride as chattel and gave all authority to the father. The father gives his daughter to the groom. She is bound to him for life. The men exchange the female. She is bound by their exchange. This is not a marriage. It is a transaction and exchange of property between two males. We dress up the ritual with love now. But those ancient vows still treat love as a secondary concern. The bride is contracted to the groom from the father. It is a lifelong commitment. That is a binding of flesh to flesh. It embodies the spiritual unity of mates, but it doesn't guarantee the merge, which is the true marriage. No ritual required. This ritualized mating of flesh without regard to the merge looks like a marriage, but lacks the actual spiritual union of the merge. So, in order to reunite the existing families, we must reimagine sex, dating, and marriage. We should take the ritual out of the equation, or at least as they are now. Let's take rituals based on ancient religions out of the family dynamic. To do so will ensure a healthier population in coming generations. And I will begin next time with Hosea 2:16 to 23. And until then, may the Great watch over you, guide you, protect you, keep you from all harm, and teach you right from wrong. May you always be worthy of them. May your thoughts, words, and deeds reflect truth, good, and light, the unicorn way. Be the joy, my people. Stay happy and high. Know that I love you. We can do this. We can make a better world. All we have to do is try. Okay? So, until next time, later. Because I'll never say goodbye.